What's going on? It's Sean Solo 8, and I'm back with another Star Wars The Black Series action figure review. From the Black Series Publishers line, we have Sergeant Kreel, which I've been looking forward to this one for so long. I finally picked it up from Entertainment Earth. You can see on the cover, you greeted with some epic art of Luke Skywalker versus Sergeant Kreel. As far as I'm aware, the first Stormtrooper I've seen with a lightsaber, of course, except for the concept art from a long time ago. On this side of the package, it just says Sergeant Kreel, Star Wars The Black Series. And on this side of the package, you're treated to some pretty cool comic book art. Looks like Kreel and Luke up on the top, Kreel, and again, two more Sergeant Kreels down there on the bottom. On the back, it just shows a picture of Sergeant Kreel with a little pose in his lightsaber, a bunch of choking hazards. Top, you have a picture of a Stormtrooper, and on the bottom, you have another picture of a Stormtrooper. Now, where it really shines is the inside is connected with some Velcro. Sergeant Kreel does come with a short little bio, and you open it up, you have a nice window where you can actually see your figure. And yeah, these days are actually gone, so this is one of the last. You see a little bit of Velcro up here on the top, a little bit of art there. He comes with his lightsaber, blaster, and a cool pauldron, which I can't wait to check out. But without further ado, let's open up Sergeant Kreel and let's take a closer look. Boom! Sergeant Kreel is out of his package, and this is the first pose that came to mind because I am going to pair him up with Luke Skywalker because I do have that Jedi Strikes Luke, and I can't wait to pair him up with this guy to see how he looks. But overall, right off the bat, this guy looks epic, no doubt. I love that he's the new Stormtrooper mold, and I love all the accessories. Everything is loose, so it does slide around a lot. The blaster he comes with, I already put it in his holster. As you can see, he can dual wield his blade. Overall, absolutely stoked. I know I'm going to go and get all of these guys. Let's put them in just a couple more poses. Here's a shot of Sergeant Kreel with his lightsaber over his shoulder. You can't quite get it up. This Luke Skywalker is not really a good example. Some of them, you can actually get the lightsaber to go over their head, but obviously the pauldron is going to hinder that just ever so slightly. But let's put him in just one more pose. And here's Sergeant Kreel with his saber and his blaster in one hand. This one, the gun is really, really wobbly in that hand, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and try it in the other hand and just try him in some casual Stormtrooper poses. Now, I wonder if there's a place for his lightsaber to hook onto. I highly don't think so. And let me know in the comments below whose saber that is. I'll show you a close-up of that here in a minute. And here's another look at Sergeant Kreel just holding his blaster, looking down the sights, which he can do. So if you just wanted him with a gang of Stormtroopers, you can definitely do that. I haven't tried to stick the lightsaber on him yet, and there really isn't anywhere you can put this thing. Let's tap on this here. There you go. But yeah, let me know in the comments below whose saber that is. It's probably a twist and pull. Yeah, a twist and pull on that. But yeah, let me know. I think Plo Koon's or somebody. I'm not too sure. And I'm sure you could probably, fit it inside of his holster if you wanted to a bit like that. And I'm sure I can tuck it in more. I just didn't want to knock him off the turntable. Let's see what else this guy can do. And here's Sergeant Kreel with Yavin Luke Skywalker doing a little duel. And I love how they both fit on the turntable. These guys look super, super cool together. I'm pretty sure that's about as close as you're going to get to the comic book cover as it gets. But let me try a few more poses. If you like your troopers in just a static vanilla pose, you can do that too. As you can see, he looks absolutely sweet that way. One thing I do like about, this new Stormtrooper mold is he can actually articulate his head really, really well in there, which I think is very, very cool. But let's quickly get him off of the turntable here and take a closer look. I know on most troopers, there's a little strap that goes underneath that prevents that, but you can see how it swings around. And he actually has some head pivot in there, which looks good. He looks down pretty decently, and he looks up pretty decently for having that on there. And there is a head sculpt under there. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's definitely a head sculpt. Now, we've seen all this articulation before on other Stormtroopers, so I'm not going to go over that into detail, but this is an addition. It looks like it's glued onto the belt. Looks super cool. And then this part right here is most likely glued on also, because I don't feel that coming off at all, but it looks really, really cool. I'm guessing that's maybe a jetpack, but yeah, do be careful when you're articulating your figure, because these pieces, you know, like this little buckle here does fall down all the time. I don't know if you can heat it up and get it to stay there. And then, you know, this piece here falls and swivels around. So I'm not even sure which way that goes on. I like mine looking on the outside, though. I think it looks pretty cool. This guy does come with a nice flashy holster. And of course, he comes with this leg brace too that slides up and down. And yeah, the sculpt work on that looks really good too. But overall, I'm going to be all in on these guys. That's for sure. So let me know in the comments below which lightsaber that is. This is him compared to the, I think it's Jedi Strikes. Well, it's the Yavin Luke is what I have. I never did get the Jedi Strikes, which I wish I could have got those effects on there. It would have looked super cool. And here he is next to a regular Star Wars Black Series new edition. Oh yeah, so look, yeah, it's actually black in the waist too. That is pretty cool. And lastly, let's go ahead and put him up next to a Jedi Patrol Trooper. Ooh, if I don't knock him down, which I did knock him down. But overall, yeah, these troopers, I definitely want more of them. You can see on the side mold too, where his sides are actually gray. It's not painted black up on the top like on the previous trooper. And instead of being blue, it's actually black on the sides. But from what I gather, there's a whole team of these. I've never did read the comics. So when I seen, you know, a Stormtrooper with a lightsaber, I was all in. I just couldn't wait to get them. It's a shame that it is a fan channel exclusive. But if you enjoyed today's video, kindly throw a thumbs up on the video. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And check out one of these videos on the screen. And maybe I'll see you guys in the next video.